Have you ever wondered why some changes are easier to achieve and are more lasting while we keep struggling with other changes? Let us understand the answers to these questions and learn the secret of creating a lasting change by exploring the NLP logical levels of change, or as I prefer to call it, the levels of transformation. Now, before we talk more about what are these levels and why they are important in personal change, coaching and therapy, you know that one small action on your part can help others learn from this video as well, right? The levels of transformation model helps us understand the process of change and the various aspects of our being that needs to be influenced for a change to be truly transformational. These levels include environment, behaviors, skills and competencies, beliefs, identity, oneness or source. Let us look at each of these levels in more detail. Starting with environment first. This is the external physical environment that we live, work and play in. It includes the people we are surrounded by and how they interact with us. Includes things that we have and we don't have. Our home, our offices, our cars. It is the presence or absence of things in the environment that generally helps us understand that change is required, that something is not working for us. For example, I know that I don't have enough money because I see no balance in my account or a transaction is declined on my card. I know my relationship is not working because of the response that I get or don't get from my partner. I know that I am not as healthy as I would like because of the medical bills, the weights that I notice when I stand on the weighing machine, or the words I hear from a doctor. In short, the environment is generally the proof of the existence of the current challenges or of us not having achieved the desired outcome yet. The next level is that of behaviors. Our environment is generally a result of how we have behaved over a period of time. We may not be able to completely control the environment through our behaviors, but there is no doubt that in the long run, we have a lot more influence over the environment than what most of us realize. Behaviors include both internal and external behaviors. Internal behaviors include our thoughts and feelings, and external behaviors include our actions and our inaction. It includes the way we interact with other people and the things around us, the language we use, both verbal and non-verbal. In short, it is the absence or presence of appropriate thoughts, feelings and actions that is helping or hindering us in our efforts to create a more desirable outcome. Let us take the example of not being able to lose weight. Different behaviors that create or sustain weight issues include overeating, lack of exercise, emotional eating, smoking, drinking alcohol excessively, feeling overwhelmed or stressed, and the thoughts like I will start tomorrow or that this one is the last one. In order to influence the environment and achieve our desired outcomes, it is important to change these behaviors. But our behaviors are really dependent on our skills and competencies, which is the third level of transformation. This level includes all the skills and competencies that are required for supporting the behaviors that will help us achieve the desired outcome. It includes both behavioral and technical skills. Behavioral skills like keen observation, effective communication, ability to be organized, time management, self-discipline and patience. Technical skills or knowledge required for some actions like using computers, driving a car, cooking, that we may need for achieving the desired outcomes. Basically, skills and competencies are our abilities to do what is required for us to reach the desired goal. We may either lack these currently or despite having them, we may not be able to use them as effectively as we need to. The next level that we explore is beliefs. It is our beliefs that determine whether or not we work towards developing a skill that we lack or are able to effectively use a skill that we already have. For example, if I don't know how to drive a car, that is, I lack driving skills, what stops me from developing them are beliefs like I'm never going to be good at driving or that I do not need driving skills. An example of how beliefs influence our ability to apply existing skills is when therapists are able to have patience with clients but not with their own family members. The fact that they have patience with clients means they have the skill, but they are not able to apply it with their family because of their beliefs about the family. Beliefs like, my family never understands me. Now, if this is the belief that a therapist has, maintaining patience with the family will be difficult, wouldn't it be? The next level that we look at is identity. Our beliefs depend on what we identify with. The identification can be with people, roles, experiences, or even labels and judgments. When I identify with my father, then many of my beliefs about myself and the world around me may come from that of my father. When I identify myself with an experience where I did not achieve my outcome, or identify with a label like failure that I or others use for myself, then my belief about how competent I am may come from these experiences and labels. So if I wish to transform my beliefs about something, it may be a very good idea for me to begin by changing the things that I have identified with, from where I am borrowing these beliefs. And finally, the last and the topmost level that we discuss is oneness. It represents the source that all of us come from. Some people may call this source, others may call it oneness, some may call it God, some others may prefer to use the word consciousness or energy, or some others may prefer to use the word basic elements that we all are made up of. No matter what name one chooses, the source really represents the infinite potential that lies within each of us. Once we are able to connect with, recognize, and experience this infinite potential, we can begin to break free from the existing limiting identities we have accepted, which then influences our beliefs, our skills, our behaviors, and finally our environment. Most spiritual gurus talk about the benefits of connecting with this oneness or the higher consciousness, and how the connection can help us break free from our limitations of the ego. The ego here represents that identity that we have accepted for ourselves. Conceptually, the levels of transformation model is really powerful and provides us with the building blocks for creating sustainable transformations. The problem is how to apply this model into practice. What steps can we take to actually use these as a part of our coaching or therapy process? Knowing these steps and helping the clients apply them effectively in a way that they can see the results quickly is what will separate you not just from spiritual gurus but also from other coaches and therapists who can talk really well about transformation but do not really know how to help people experience one. While we will talk about the exact step-by-step guide on helping people experience this connection and utilizing this connection to create transformation in one of the coming videos. If you would love to learn the steps under supervision, then do join us for our cognitive hypnotic coaching or psychotherapy diploma. You will find the link for both diploma programs in the video description. Do share with us in the comments your views about these levels. Also type yes or no to let us know whether you have been able to understand these levels clearly. In case you have follow-up questions, do share them in comments as well, and I would answer them during our weekly Q&A sessions on Facebook and YouTube.